Hi and welcome to AltMailer 2.0. This is going to be a walkthrough video to just give an overview of what the features and functions are inside of our email marketing platform. As you can see here, we're in the dashboard, and the dashboard gives you a lot of information right at your fingertips. Now you can drill down to a lot of these things, as you can see here, but it shows you the statistics of how many recipients you were emailing, how many were actually delivered, opened, bounced, complained, unsubscribed, etc., etc. And if you want to drill down and see who or what specifically is going on, where you see this view log, click that, and that'll link you to it, and it'll show you the information as to who the contact is, their IP address, the campaign, the server that it's sent from, and the general area where the particular individual's email is from. We'll go back. And the same thing goes with those that didn't open, those that clicked, bounces, etc. You can just drill down. It'll show you what your open rates are, your click rates, your performance over a period of time, top countries for opens, subscriber growth over a period of time, subscribers, etc., and then an activity log. So we're going to break all this down here in subsequent videos, but just wanted to give you an overview and let you know that also everything that we have here on this platform is pretty well explained in the screens that you go to. So we tried to make it as simple as possible so you didn't have to rely on tutorials to understand how things work, but there are a few things that really do require a little deeper dive, and we'll get into those soon. Where you're going to probably spend a lot of your time is in campaigns, and campaigns is just kind of a reflection of what we just went through here. So what you can do is you can drill down and you can see the statistics just like we saw on the dashboard when you click this, but it gets a little more detailed here, as you can see. It has all the particular details about the email that you sent, the number of recipients, the date, time, etc., etc. Again, you can drill down into all the details like you saw on the dashboard. Same thing with the opens, clicks, so forth, 24-hour performance. Pretty much redundant from what you see on the dashboard, but these just go a little further in depth when you look at the statistics inside of the campaigns. You can see the countries that it came from and so forth, top openers and opens, etc. And you can pull up all of this stuff like open to see a map, and this will show you an actual map of the world where people have opened your emails. So you can see that here. And then up here at the top you see another menu, and that menu kind of gives you, we'll go back to the overview here, and then you can see any links that you had. Now I didn't have a link in this particular email. You just saw the open maps. Subscribers you can drill down into and see how many subscribers are active and so forth. And give it a minute to load here. It's going to be a little slow because we're recording a video. Video always takes up precious resources, but there you go. And then you can see your bounces and so forth. You could come up here and select different items that you wanted to check on, and who opened, who didn't open, who clicked, who didn't click, etc. And then you can determine if there were any errors, what was sent, so forth. So a lot of stats here, a lot of information. Next thing we're going to discuss is automations. That's where a lot of you are, I'm sure, coming from, is that you're interested in automations. So we'll just pull this up here, but to create automations, when you click add new, you'll see that we have a few things that are already pretty much stubbed out here, like for example welcoming a new subscriber, or if you need to send on a specific date, recurring on a weekly, monthly, say goodbye, all of this good stuff here. But you can modify all these yourself. We had one here that I was playing around with just a little while ago, and come on. And what you can see is it's kind of like a tree view. When you set the criteria here, you can add different criteria. Like you can add an action here to send an email, wait a period of time, how long do you want to wait, so forth. Let's go back here, and you can also manipulate your decision making from here as well as the graphic one. Again, you click these, it'll tell you, okay, if they do X, you can do Y, or if you do whatever, it gives you the options. So you can see that. And it explains it all to you right here on the sidebar. And you can do whatever whatever actions that you need to do, and take them in the methods that you need to. So let's go back. And that's just, like I said, a high overview of automations, but it's really pretty simple. Audience is where you're going to find your list segments, and contacts in their forms. So again, this kind of looks familiar, I'm sure. It shows you what your audience is about, your audience growth, etc. You can create a quick sign up form from here. You can import contacts here, and to import contacts you need to use a CSV file, but you can you'll see how simple it is. It's really very easy. You got your list here. You have your the contacts themselves, any segments that you create. Like, for example, I like to create segments that are non Gmail. I also sometimes like to create some that are non free mailbox services, for example, Yahoo, Google, AOL, etc. I usually try to weed those out, because when you try to build your sender reputation, you want to get the best opportunity of people that are going to open. So you're going to primarily be wanting to hit the those that have actual domain emails, as opposed to Gmail or Yahoo or etc. Easier to inbox in the beginning, and it kind of helps you build your email reputation, and then you start adding in those others. But we'll get into that more in later videos. Form creator, we have a form creator that allows you to create opt-in forms. They're templates based. You can use one of these to, for example, if you wanted to go ahead and start designing it, you click whatever you want, and you can design it just like you can. Oh, I forgot to give it a name, sorry, or a list to select it with. Let's start a design here just so I can show you what we're talking about. Test or demo. Let's just call it demo. Okay, and start design, and you'll see that the page designer comes up, and this is going to look very familiar to anybody that's ever used a page designer. And then you can go in here and you can modify it, you can drag it, drop it, you can edit things over here on the right column if you like. And it's a full-fledged platform for building out your forms. And you'll see the same thing when we go into your templates, which is the next up on the menu here. Now, I have a basic template that I created that I use primarily, but you can go into base templates, and you'll see that we have a number of templates that you can work with here. Let me kind of pull up a few more, and we're going to be adding to this as well. But for the time being, for example, we have e-commerce layouts, we have layouts for different 2-column, 1-column tables, etc. So you can manipulate these as you like. You can do a quick preview to see what they're going to look like. And then we have 2 different platforms for editing. So we have, well, here, let me get back to it. Let's do this. And like I said, you can go in here and edit these and upload them, or if they're pure HTML and you have other templates coming from a different platform, you're more than welcome to upload them in here or create your own. And you can create them from scratch, or again, you can use one of the templates that we have available to you. Moving along, this is where it kind of gets a little bit on the technical side, because you have to add your servers, but it's really easy. I mean, it just depends on which ones you're using. I mean, if you're using our services, we'll go ahead and add it for you. But you can add Amazon SMTP or through the API, SendGrid, Mailgun, etc. As you can see here, we have a number of them that you can hook in through their APIs or through their SMTPs. So you can have multiple servers for sending. So that's one of the other benefits that we have. And sending domains, same thing. You just need to add a new sending domain. It's really simple to do. It sounds scary, but you know, it's all these high-tech terms, but they're really simple. You just add your domain name here, and you'll get a piece of code that you have to put on your website. Same with sending identity, works similar. You just add a new sender, your name, your email address, and then what domains, so forth that we've already verified. Sending identity, kind of the same thing. You go in here and add a new sender, and just like we saw in the previous screen. Tracking domains, this is really important. You want to create a tracking domain on your own domain, and it's very easy, as you'll see here. It's really nothing to it. It sounds scary, like I said, uses a lot of technical mumbo jumbo terms in some spots, but for the most part this is really simple. And if you have any questions, we'll have more tutorials to show you how to do all of these things. You can also add your website to it, so that way when you create your contact forms, they'll connect automatically with your website, so you won't have to do a bunch of monkeying around to get it to work. Campaign APIs, this is kind of high-tech here, this stuff, because you have to be either a developer or have a developer to be able to kind of figure out what this stuff is, but it allows you to communicate with other applications and so forth. And we have Zapier integrations as well as other integrations, and we'll be adding more as time goes on. So anyway, like I said, this is just a quick overview just to get you familiar with the platform, and we'll have more to come. And like I said, everything's pretty well documented, so you probably won't even need tutorials for most of this, but you know, we'll have them there just in case. And if you have any questions or concerns at any time, all you have to do is put in a support ticket. We'll get back to you as soon as possible. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope to see you in the next one. Thank you.